Hey everyone, Katie here. So, Star Wars just released a new trailer for Star Wars Resistance, which is actually really close to coming out, I think about 2 weeks. So, I decided I'd sit down and talk about it for a bit, especially since I don't think we're going to be able to get a podcast up in the next few days because life has been crazy. The known cast of characters has grown a little bit larger. So, in this trailer, we got to see Leia, which is going to be super exciting, of course, because we all love returning characters. And it'll be cool to see Leia, and this is a time period where we don't quite have as much of her, I feel, as during the Rebel era. So this will be definitely interesting. We also have Poe, Dameron, and Captain Phasma, and along with all sorts of new characters like Kaz, Tam, Jarek, Tora, Niku, Freya, all sorts of new characters. I think, as of now, my personal favorite is probably going to be Tam, the mechanic for Team Fireball, because she seems super cool, and whether or not I'm going to like the show as overall, I know I'm going to like the story, the things it adds to the universe, and I'm sure there'll be characters I like. So, I'm definitely excited to get to know some of these new characters in this new time period. Even though it may not be my favorite in Star Wars, it still has lots of places to go. It's still very opened, so I think it's going to be cool. I have to say in the beginning, I definitely was not a fan of the animation style. I think I actually compared it to GeoTrax, but I think it's definitely come to grow on me a bit. Not my favorite animation style, but I definitely don't hate it, and by now I'm just used to it. One of the other things we got to see in the new trailer was Starkiller Base, which was definitely a surprise for me because, this takes place a good bit before The Force Awakens, and the Resistance didn't really know that much about Starkiller Base. It was kind of a new thing for them. So I'm interested to see, will that just show up when there's First Order people around? Will any of the Resistance members actually get a look at it? I'm hoping it's not too big of a thing, but I'm sure it'll play into the story well. The one thing I do like is, as we've gotten to know more about the characters with the Team Fireball and Team Aces specials, I think it's really interesting that they have a very diverse cast of characters, which is something we got to see a good bit of in Rebels. There were some very different characters that came together. But this is a lot more diverse. There's all different types of aliens. There's just different age ranges in humans and aliens. And I think it's going to be interesting to see that too. And even the backgrounds of some of the characters. Like, one is an ex-Imperial. One used to be a big part of the rebellion. Some of these guys are just kids. They have no idea what fighting for the rebellion would have been like, what fighting for the Empire would be like. We've got some cool-looking new droids, or old droids that have been repurposed or rebuilt. But it's just a very broad group of characters. So I think it's going to be definitely very interesting because of that. So I can definitely say I am a little bit excited for Resistance. And I think a lot of us also, when Rebels first came out, were like, this is a little kid's show. I'm not going to watch this. And while it definitely was a lot lighter in the beginning than Clone Wars was, it grew. You wouldn't have the same audience probably that would watch Season 4 as would have started watching Season 1. It grows with the people watching it. So if this show goes on for several seasons, then it's probably going to be getting a little bit darker, getting a little bit deeper. But they have to start somewhere, and I think this is definitely for a younger age group than Clone Wars was, even maybe than that Rebels was. But I'm excited for the story, I'm excited for the characters, and I'm going to go into it with an open mind because I trust Dave Filoni, and I think that he's not going to give us something we don't have a reason to have. So I will be there watching it when it premieres. So that's all for now, but I'm sorry guys that we didn't get a podcast out this month. We were going to have it on the topic of Harry Potter, so we may carry that over next month, or we may talk about Marvel. Not sure yet. If you guys have a preference, be sure to let us know. We have a couple of blog posts that we're working on right now that are pretty exciting. So we'll be getting those out soon. And let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about, if there's things you want us to discuss, if you have questions for us. I know we got a couple questions already, but we only have about 2 or 3. So if we get maybe 5 to 10 questions or more, we'll do a video on it and answer some of them. So have a great day, guys, and may the force be with you.